Hey everybody, it's Luke over at Galaxy Tech Review, and today I've got a product. This is an interesting product. This is a USB power plug that also has a 1080p spy camera in it. You can check it out on Amazon at the time of this review for about $40. I'll have a link in the description below, and we're going to get into it now. Hey everybody, Luke over at Galaxy Tech Review, and today I've got a product that is very, very interesting. This is a hidden spy camera, and it's hidden in an AC wall adapter that you would use for like your phone or your tablet. And these are the things that you'll get in the package. I did not have the package when they sent it over to me. You can pick it up on Amazon for about $40. This is a 1080p remote wireless hidden camera by Gumgood. And as you can see, it's exactly like a USB charge port, but it does have a 1080p lens inside of it. This is just the starter manual that kind of shows you how to get it set up on Wi-Fi, which is really simple. And we'll go over that as we go through this. But you've got software that is compatible with either iOS or Android or Mac or Windows. It is a 1200 mega CMOS sensor. It has 1080p, 720p, 640p, or 480p. The format is AVI. The frame number is 25, so it records in 25p for frames, and that's why the lighting in here is a little on the low side, because I have an overhead light that I use that's LED, and when I use that, it actually interferes with the 25p that this particular camera will function under. So be aware of that it is in 25p. So if you have LED overlights, you might see some interference there. It does take a TF card, which is a micro SD card, up to 64 gigabytes. Runs under Windows and Mac for computers, and Android and iOS. You can also use a web browser. You can use all of the major web browsers that are there: Chrome, Firefox, Safari, IE7, or Edge. So very interesting little booklet they have here of just how to get everything set up. You can scan that code there to get your app via either iOS or Android. We're going to test on Android today. So there's other things that you get. Obviously, you get the main unit. You can see that little tiny dot down there. That's the camera. If you're not looking for it, you're not going to see it. It has a fully functional 5-volt port there. You do have a light. One of these is a light that you can't really see unless you're looking directly at it, and the other one is a microphone, and it also has a speaker embedded in it as well. On the back, you can see that there's a reset hole in the middle, and then there is a micro SD card slot that will actually support up to 64 gigabytes for recording. Now, they give you a 32 gigabyte card with it, which is awesome. So that's awesome that you get a micro SD card that is 32 gigabytes, and you can use that. We're going to put that in right now because we are going to show you how this functions. They do give you a CD here that's got the necessary files to run this on Windows or Mac if you want to view it from your computer as well, which you can do. Again, I'll be demonstrating this on Android. So we're just going to put our micro SD card in the back here and get it slotted in so that we're ready to go. Another little thing that they gave me was, and it's just kind of an extra bonus, it's just a USB 2.0 to a micro SD converter so that I can take files off of that card and also put them into my laptop or PC or Mac, depending on what you're using. So extra little bonus that they threw in. So let's get this set up. I'll show you guys how this works, and I will be right back. Okay, once you get this plugged in, and you can plug it into the wall adapter, you can plug it into a power supply, you can plug it into whatever you want. You'll see a LED light there blinking on the side of it that says that we're already connected. There are a red and blue LED there. And I'm not going to go into a total setup on this and how you have to set it up, but I do want to show you the quality of it, the player, how it works once it's all set up. And if you have any questions about it, you can actually just drop a comment and I will try to answer your questions the best I can. So we're going to be testing this on Android, and if we do so, we are going to want to use the downloaded iMini iCam software there, as you can see, and we're going to click on that. Now my camera is already hooked up, but if you need to add a camera, you can hit the plus button at the top right to add a camera, and that's pretty much how you'll do the setup. It'll say add a new online camera, and then it will or you can do the setup camera via Wi-Fi, and what it'll do is it'll ask you for your SSID and then of course your password, and then it'll start configuring the Wi-Fi, and then what will happen is it will send that information to the camera so that it is on your Wi-Fi, and that's pretty much how you get set up. It's very, very simple. They show you in that little booklet there. So we're online with our cam here. I can, obviously I'm on the Wi-Fi, and I'm set up, and I'm going to click on this, and it asks you if you want to change your password for security. I'm going to skip that for now, but I would obviously suggest that you do so, and then it's going to load up the cam here at this point. Now this is your main screen. You can see you've got your time and date, your frames per second, your bit rate, and everything. And obviously in 480p it's a little grainy, but not bad. It's a good real-time camera. I'll kind of set this up a little bit so that you can see. Now I'm pointed at the wall here, and there is some sunlight coming through, so that's going to have something to do with it as well. Again, if you have LED overlighting, you will get some interference. Now we can set this to 1080p, and you're going to see that it does get a little bit sharper, and it does have a good picture. Just be careful about running this camera in a house or a setup that has LED. You've got a few different options here. You've got a speaker and a microphone built in, so you have two-way recording from whatever device that you're monitoring on. If I turn these on, I can hear what the camera hears, but I can also push this button on my smartphone to send a message to the camera itself, and it will of course come out of the camera out of the little miniature speaker that's on there. So that's pretty cool that you have two-way communication with such a small device. Now another thing that you can do as well is you can rotate your images, you can flip them, you can take a snapshot of whatever you're looking at, and it will save it to your device, so it'll save it right here locally on my phone. And I can also take video and save that as a recording right on my phone as well. Another thing that you can set up on this is motion detection. If you want it to record when there's movement, when you're not home, and that type of thing, it will record it to the micro SD card. You can flip the images, and you can also rotate them. So if you have it plugged in upside down or a certain way or in a certain orientation, and you need to flip or mirror these, you can do that as well, which is actually very, very cool. For certain situations where you may have to reposition it. You also have contrast and brightness controls right through the app as well. I can make it brighter if I want to, but with the sunlight coming through, maybe I'll make it a little bit less bright. You can also adjust the contrast to bring it down and make it darker if you want to. It works very well. The app I have found to be very responsive and very good. No problems whatsoever with the app. It hasn't crashed on me or anything like that, and it works very, very well. So let's set a few of these back here. You've got another setting there on the third setting, which is, I believe, for low light settings. So you will have that as well if you're in a low light setting. So not so bad. In 1080p, you can bump it all the way down to 480p if you want it to record more video, but you'll see that it gets a little pixelated in 480. I'll just leave it on 1080 just because I like the quality of it. Looks very crisp and clear. Overall, this is a really well laid out app there. Again, you can see your current frames per second and information as far as bit rate and total. Everything is all set there. You also have your timestamps there as well. This is a great idea if you want to, watch kids when you're away from home, or your pets, or just set up a kind of camera where you don't want it to be noticed as a camera, and it can be noticed as a charger, and it is a working charger too. So it works as a charger to charge your phone. You can charge your phone on it or your tablet at the same time. I'm going to take it back to the end of the review, and I'll be right back. So overall, I'm definitely giving this a thumbs up. This is a great gadget to have if you want a spy camera and a workable USB charger, all for about $40. It's got good image quality on it, as you saw from the video. If you guys need samples or anything like that, I can upload pictures or still shots and kind of upload those somewhere. But you get a good idea of what this thing is capable of. For $40, if you need a nice little hidden spy camera that's kind of on the covert level there, this does a really, really good job. I didn't have any problems with it in my testing whatsoever. This was Luke from Galaxy Tech Review. If you have any questions or comments about this device, leave them in the comment section below. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Remember to like, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do so, because that always helps me out. And I'll check you guys out on the next video.